I'm doing the top turnbuckle. Referee's back turn. That was entirely a ruse. It was a decoy by Randy.
Yeah, cerebral Orton has exposed the top turnbuckle, unbeknownst to the official Charles Robinson. Cody Rhodes, though, blocks. And now it's Randy Orton blocking. And he went for the RKO. Into the corner. Ribs first. Into the exposed steel. Crossroads by Cody. Punk is down and out. Breaker and Reed celebrating. Rollins is standing in the middle of the ring. Wait a minute. Oh my God! Oh my God! Rollins is calling for an official. Is Rollins going to go for the heist of the century? John Cena. I told you something. Uh-oh. Wait, we've seen that look before, and Punk was ready. Punk was ready for a low blow. Rollins clocking Punk with the briefcase, and now a stomp to CM Punk.
It was like deja vu, but
the referee is back in. Cena, damn it, Cena. Cena steals it. Rollins is screwed. CM Punk.
Here's your winner, and still undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena!
And now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Randy C. I bet you didn't see that coming. John Cena did. Seth Rollins did. No, he didn't. But as usual, I'm here with my buddy in crime, my dog, the big dog, the dog of Pupponomics, the dog of puddles, the dog of late night snacks. He's a buddy to me. It is he, Eric B. Eric B., how you doing today, brother?
Brother, I am doing good. Randy, I am excited to be here on SNME Radio Presents the Night of Champions Review here on the Hub Sports Entertainment Network. And as per usual, we are powered by something and somebody, such as interiorplants.ca, the natural solution to a healthier and more beautiful environment. Do you need a more beautiful environment? I know I do. The King of Print, offering and providing the best for your printing needs. Go to www.kingofprint.ca. Pure Fandom. Do you like Lucha Libre? Do you like masks? Go to Pure Fandom Shop at Pure Fandom Shop and at Pure Fandom Shop 416 to get your fandom merchandise today. We are also powered by the Smack Daddies, the East Coast podcast champions of the world. Check them out every Saturday for their Friday night SmackDown review, as well as Draw Straws Raw with me, Eric B., and Randy C., where we talk about Raw every single week here on the network. Also powered by Kool-Aid. Why? Just because. And let's not forget Chiquita Bananas. Because monkeys never cramp.
Monkeys never collapse.
Randy, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I think the role reversal didn't work the podcasting champions of the world, and I completely forget to introduce the program. So, yeah, it was good. We tried. We tried something new to try to screw up the people. I had fun with it. Just like my Uber drivers have fun with me. But yes, we had fun with it. I'm doing pretty good. And do you know, the shovel was a groundbreaking invention.
Mm-hmm.
Just for you to know. Just for you to know. Did I already use that one this week?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but it was equally as bad as the ones that you've been using. So yeah, it was there. It was there. But you know what else, Randy? We were there on a Saturday watching an early PLE, being blessed if you're not at work, of course. I know a lot of people who are at work today and they hate the idea of an early PLE. But we got a lot of pure wrestling madness early here on our Saturday, and we can actually enjoy our Saturday night as well. And bring the fine folks here, our listeners, a nice quick review of the show. But before we get into that, do you want to tell people about your one-on-one match that you had with Uber Eats today during the entire PLE?
Well, I can. I don't know if people heard about it a couple of weeks ago. I was kind of perturbed. I was kind of flustered during a Draw Straw Raw episode. And it was because of Uber Eats, because Uber Eats sometimes is really, really good, but sometimes they really, really do suck. So to just give you a brief overview of what happened a couple of weeks ago, I ordered 3 cases of pop. I ended up getting 14, and 12 of them were Coke Zero, just because of the little button that says, pick something similar if not available. Well, today I went through a similar situation, getting Uber Eats. Pop was on sale, Coca-Cola at Freshco for $3.89. Good deal, really good deal. So my regular 6 bottles of pop, because I only drink Coca-Cola, because Coke Zero's for losers. No offense. But, I forgot, Eric. I forgot you really like it, don't you?
It's my lifeblood.
I'm sorry.
It's my lifeblood.
But that's somebody's blood is somebody else's water. But in turn, yeah, I ordered some pop, ordered some chips, because chips are on sale this weekend. I love long weekends when they have the sales on the snack foods. If you know, if anybody knows me, I'm a snacker. Well,
he's a snack man. He likes snacking, folks.
I like snacks. Just as much as Eric loves the roast beef sandwich, I like a good old snack.
A nice late night roast beef sandwich goes a long way, my friend. A long, long way. You know what else was crazy, folks?
But I haven't finished my story, dude.
Oh, sorry.
That's good. You had your roast. Definitely, you can tell in the mood that Eric's in. He definitely had some roast beef, if you know.
Keep going.
Okay. But back to my Uber Eats. So yes, I get Uber Eats today. Well, guess what? The gentleman goes to the store and supposedly they don't have any Coca-Cola. And he messages me. He doesn't read instructions because there is a little button there. It says refund if not available. He's like, would you like anything else? And I'm like, no. If they don't have it, I would like nothing. Refund me, please. And he goes, hang on a second. I'll ask them. Well, 107 messages went back and forth. Guess what? I did get my Coca-Cola, the one that I asked for, not a replacement or anything else. But I talked to this gentleman more than I did my wife this week. And I made sure this gentleman knew it by the comment, dude, read instructions. I've talked to you more than I've talked to my wife this week. Somebody's going to get jealous. The conversation ends here. I didn't get a great tip. That's all I got.
And every single item was replaced. Let's just be honest, ultimately, with smaller versions of it, larger versions of it, all different types of versions. Even, I think Randy even got some powdered chips in the mail because they didn't have the chips that he wanted. Oh, poor Randy. You're just having battles with Uber Eats, brother. Battles with Uber Eats. Do you think they do Uber Eats in Saudi Arabia?
Probably not. No, probably do.
Yeah, probably not. They probably have other things going on.
Yeah.
Better things. Fancier things. Yeah, better. More technologically sound. Just like the arena that this wonderful show was shot in tonight. That arena was out of control, man.
Oh, those lights, the way it looked at like the big spotlight things at the side is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? There is one building. One of my favorite buildings in the world is in that place. You see it in a lot of movies. You know that building with like, it looks like a hologram, but it's like a hollow space or like a circle at the top with a tunnel across it. I love that building, man. I love that building.
Yep. Honestly, like just wonders of technology in that part of the world. And WWE is definitely taking as much advantage of that as possible in the show tonight. And the production value is out of control. A lot of things have changed going into United Champions. Some injuries, Dominic Mysterio, AJ Styles match going off the rails. Let's just talk about quickly leading up to Night of Champions, Randy, all this stuff that's been going on. CM Punk famously being apparently shown pushing away a child on Instagram. It turns out that it was the security guard behind Punk that did so, and the kid's hand was actually latched on to CM Punk at the time when he did it. So it looked like Punk was pushing the kid away. After that, at the launch party, a man named Muhammad wanted an apology from CM Punk, and much to Muhammad's surprise and probably delight, not only did he get a personal apology, but he also got a handshake from CM Punk, which completely changed the dynamics going into the match tonight and for this PLE. Randy,
you know
what a moment for Muhammad, man, honestly.
Not just Muhammad as well. The kid got an autograph. They found the kid. The kid was there today. So good job. I don't know if the kid's name was Muhammad or I remember seeing the guy that you're saying.
Yeah, he found the kid as well in the crowd who was there at the kickoff show, and he made good of that, made sure that he got some merch and an autograph and stuff like that. So
CM Punk changing the world one country at a time, one night at a time. Can you believe this, people?
Honestly, brother, I am going to go even further in saying that Muhammad changed the world, because if Muhammad didn't do that, if Muhammad didn't have the balls to be there waiting for hours and hours, probably all day, to be in the front of that line, to say something personally to CM Punk, who knows if that moment would have happened? I don't think it would have happened.
That's a good point. You heard it here first. Eric's groundbreaking. It is a good point. I think
so. We can laugh about it as much as we want to, but you can watch that over and over again on YouTube and watch Muhammad's reaction afterwards when he realizes the whole thing just happened and he got taped doing it, and it's like, that's going to be a moment that's going to last forever. And yes, in a world where we're talking about not having peace and world peace and getting along and everything like that, that is definitely a feel-good moment leading up to this PLE that's been just shrouded by so much nonsense of potential cancellations and everything like that. So here we are, Randy. Should we talk quickly here about the PLE itself? Should we talk about some Night of Champions live from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh?
Let's talk about Night of Champions holding the match of the year in 2025. But Eric B., you started off, brother. I'm excited. I'm happy.
From the Kingdom Arena in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia itself, with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. Folks, Pat McAfee did sadly come out recently and say that he is taking a little bit of an extended break. So we are no longer having our Pat McAfee in our lives, but we do need to take a break from Pat McAfee in wrestling, unfortunately, because the guy was just overloaded. So that answers that, at least.
The man's tired. He has a right to be tired. It's okay to be tired, especially with the plate. There's plates at some tables that are pretty full, and his plate and dessert plate and knives and forks are all used up. So yeah, I don't blame him. Pat, get better quick and just get Wade. You know what? I'm going to say this right away. Wade Barrett, you've been doing a phenomenal job. I believe Wade Barrett is probably one of the most underrated people out there. He did a good job tonight too. I'm full of confidence.
Him and Cole feel so much better. Honestly, they fit so much better than him and Graves do. Cole and Graves. They don't have the same meshing that Barrett and Cole do, and they play off of each other very well. Even though everybody's going to pick Cole apart for later in this pay-per-view, and I know that it's already happening on the line itself.
Jade Cargill, the king of the ring.
A couple of other things.
Oh, okay.
There's that, and there's a few other things. The king of the ring, the White Power Ranger herself.
Wade goes, I think you want to correct that. I don't think she would want to be called King Cole. She wanted to be called Queen. Unless she's into that. It was great.
All right, guys, King of the Ring. We're getting right into it. First match of the night. It is the legacy lashing of a lifetime, folks. It's Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, opening us up hot and heavy. Everybody in Riyadh loves to sing along with that Cody Rhodes song, but my Lord Randy, they are wild for the Viper. Think that Riyadh is kind of stuck in that ruthless aggression period because Randy Orton is like the champion in their eyes this match. If anybody gets more chance than the other, Randy, and his RKO chant, which is very hard to hear because it's fast and furious, man. It is fast and furious. But Randy Orton is definitely the champion here in Saudi Arabia, and both guys look really good in this match. The match itself is a nice way to open things up. Cody Rhodes is looking like Cody Rhodes, as he always does, looking like a star, looking like an American nightmare in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Who would have ever thought of it? But we get a lot of our greatest hits here in the match. We get our disaster kick. At one point, Randy Orton has the opportunity to throw out a punt, and it looks like we're going to get some ruthless Randy action, but unfortunately that does not happen. The boo yay slugfest happens, and the boos go to Cody Rhodes. Randy, were you surprised by the crowd taking the side here of Randy over Cody?
No, shades of AEW, Cody Rhodes getting booed, and he like sort of chuckled with it. He went along with it this time instead of getting upset, which is absolutely fine. Randy Orton is a giant, and he is the king of the world. Nostalgia rules in the East. That's all I got to say for anything. And definitely Randy Orton is the king of nostalgia right now. If you're really looking how many people or longevity of wrestling careers there, I guess Randy Orton is on the highest level of staying with the company for the longest period of time. And always when they go to those countries, they definitely like nostalgia. Nostalgia is key.
Nostalgia acts is what they want. They're still stuck in that time, brother. They're still having those matches aired live every single week. They're years and years behind. No, that's like other parts of Russia, I believe, that is dealing with that. Not Saudi Arabia. But anyways, leading towards the end of the match here, Randy Orton looks like he's going to grab a chair. Eventually doesn't. Exposes the turnbuckle. Nobody sees it happening. Cody avoids being thrown into it. Randy takes it to the ribs, the side of the ribs, takes a crossroad and takes the pin here just around 20 minutes into the match. Good little opener, a little bit of an abrupt ending, especially because we've already seen multiple crossroads and multiple RKOs in this match, which, by the way, the RKO is usually a very protected move. So to see anybody kick out of it was kind of crazy, but I guess that's what we expected to happen here. Cody Rhodes is your king of the ring, and he's going to SummerSlam.
Was there ever a doubt with the tights, the pants that Cody Rhodes walked into the ring? They were velvet, people. Velvet. They were for a royal family. He definitely knew he was going to win it.
Velvet.
Randy Orton, like I said, was over. Randy Orton playing the back very early. Like I think it was the second move where he started to play on his back. The back being a common denominator in this, and you're right, there are multiple finishers here that you haven't seen. There was a little a theme starting tonight. That's all I got to say with it. But definitely a good match. Good for both of them. Randy Orton conflicted. Should he go bad guy? Should he go heel? Or should he stay the chanting god of Saudi Arabia, I guess, and not make hearts turn or be upset? But it did cost them. And like you said, pulling out that turnbuckle, and Cody Rhodes seen it, took advantage of it, taking advantage of his ribs and or back or all of the above, because both of them went through a war. And Cody Rhodes is your new King of the Ring of 2025, going into SummerSlam to face whoever is champion at the time. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. He's talking about Jey Uso. He's talking about Randy after the match. He's got his little crown, his Cody crown, and he's ready to go. Figures are being made, folks, immediately. Trust me, the figures are being made. But he will be going to SummerSlam. Anyways, Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, we get a quick little recap leading up to their match about how they're best friends. And even they've got R&R tattoos on each of them because they are such good friends, or maybe not anymore. Anyways, like Randy said, we see a lot of things tonight that, or spots, weapons being used in ways that we really haven't seen before. Rhea and Raquel come in for this street fight, and as far as a street fight goes, I think that they really tear the absolute house down. There's a time when they take the border that goes on top of the announce table and they split it over the timekeeper section, and Rhea just gets power bombed directly onto her head, the back of her head. That spot is absolutely crazy. I love the involvement. Well, sorry, before I get there, Raquel is just really hammering away at Rhea this entire match, and this is the first time that you've really seen Rhea Ripley get entirely dominated for, let's say, 75% of this match. When it looks like Rhea finally has the advantage, here slips in Roxanne Perez, and it's almost hard to differentiate all of these women because all three of them are wearing black leather. This is another theme of the night, folks. Black leather for all of the female performers, besides maybe one or two. But she runs into the ring, gets dispatched instantly. I love Rhea Ripley throwing the trash can on top of her head, taking out the trash that is Roxanne Perez and nailing her there with that missile drop kick in the process. Ultimately, you know, it comes down to the Judgment Day is trying to work together to take out Rhea Ripley, and they just cannot take out the monster that she is. Rhea Ripley, eventually they set up a table on top of let's say like the corner there. They put the table over top, use it to hit a super riptide. Rhea Ripley gets the win here in the process, but there is a lot more as far as spots go. This match is a spot fest, but it's not an over glorified spot fest. It gives you exactly what you need out of this type of a match, and it happens under 15 minutes.
100%. Rhea Ripley is the ruler of the streets of Riyadh. Holler if you hear me. Yes.
Looking like a jack-o'-lantern out there.
Look like a jack-o'-lantern. Yes, that's exactly it. I thought you wanted to say something about the outfits more, like what somebody was wearing or type thing. I thought it was.
Oh yeah, like you mean like leather belts and stuff like that, being used as whips and stuff. Yeah, there was a lot going on. I mean, again, all of these outfits are covering things up, but we're still pushing the limits here with sexuality as much as we possibly can because it sells, folks. It sells.
That's it. But yes, the two heavies going at it. Yeah, Rhea getting beat up pretty badly, especially at the beginning, 50% of this match. Sticked. I was going to say sticked. Singapore cane. While getting caught in the ropes, like an old heavy style, like Andre with his two arms being caught in the rope and can't move.
Yeah.
Pained and almost chaired. Actually, that chair spot when Rhea kicked the chair right into.
I love that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. It was a really good match for what it was. Definitely way better than I thought it was going to be. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And like I said, Rhea Ripley, you're new.
It definitely kept
streets or die.
Yeah, it kept the intensity going forward in the PLE itself. It matched the energy that you had in the first match for sure, even though the crowd was so hyped up for that first match. This one definitely delivered, and Riyadh loves himself some Rhea, man. Talking about huge pops, it's probably one of the larger pop there of the night that you will hear from the crowd in Riyadh. But that being said, we got to move forward with as far as fan favorites go and all of that. Fan favorite Karrion Kross is finally getting the match that he's always wanted. And the match that all the fans have always wanted, Randy. People have just been clamoring this for, it seems like, months now. We need to get our Karrion Kross. We need to push him instantly and throw him to the moon as soon as we put him into a ring. Well, folks, his opponent for the night is Sami Zayn, and we are in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, unfortunately for this Karrion Kross too, when he made his entrance, the crowd was behind him. A good 30% of the crowd. There was a good chant going on, and everybody was cheering. Scarlett too, coming out in black, like you said. Any woman had to wear black tonight. I think the only one that didn't was Julia, and she was in the crowd. But poor KK. I don't know what to say.
Well, it's just you're booked into a corner here. Anyways, Cross looks really good in this match too, as far as the character goes, as far as the not only it's not even the in-ring work, it's just the story that he's building here in this match with Sami, how he keeps going to him and keeps wanting him just to admit that he's a liar. And he's really just trying to be the devil that you'd know, and he's really trying to work Sami into almost defeating himself. So even though like we know he's going to lose this match, it has to happen that way. He doesn't look too weak in the loss itself. He looks good in the ring. The character is there, and he's definitely going to have a chance to get it back against Sami. We're going to continue this storyline a little bit further. But I think that, I mean, Randy, I'll throw this out to you. What happens in this match if it's booked in Los Angeles instead of Riyadh?
I definitely believe if it wasn't a pay-per-view or if it was like a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown, Karrion Kross would have definitely won to start his role. Hopefully, we'll see that soon because how can I say? In this match, I know you went into the match in full detail yet, but Wade Barrett points out, even Mr. Cross points out on stuff that he can do. Hey,
yeah,
Wade Barrett, are you seeing the punches he's throwing? Oh my goodness! Sami Zayn gives Karrion Kross a big boot and he lands square on his back.
Yeah.
Again, and it was great. So just, all these Twitter comments and everything else and all these TikToks and the YouTube reels that are coming out. Guess what? Karrion Kross showed you all today.
He takes bumps.
He takes bumps, folks. And he knows how to throw a punch.
Yeah. Everybody was saying that the guy won't take a bump, and he took enough bumps in this match. Obviously, it would have been great to throw him through a table or something to really shut people up, but that wasn't the type of match that we were in, folks, so it's not going to happen. But yeah, there's numerous times when Wade Barrett is, clamoring over the Doomsday Saito, clamoring over the cross hammer, the cross jacket. I mean, Karrion definitely has that entire character built up there, and he definitely could be just as popular as Jake Roberts was if we give him the right place to do so. But this match was not it.
That's good relevance, Eric. I'm really proud of you with that. You're doing really good as a late man with your relevancy on it. Like, I've never said you were ever bad at it, but you're like really spot on. Really,
I'm trying my best. Anyways, you know who else is trying their best? Solo Sikoa, man. He's just trying to get that belt from Jacob Fatu. He's trying his best. He's not doing anything wrong to do so, right? No, not really. He's being a jerk. He's saying all these mean things behind Fatu's back, and Fatu is finding out about it. And he doesn't like it. He doesn't like what's going on. They're not friends anymore. Not friends. Not family. Nothing. No, they're family still.
You can pick your friends. You just can't pick your family. And
exactly.
Man, with the size of the Samoans right now, you could see who needs friends when you have that many family. If you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying.
Samoans and extras. Samoans and then some. Samoan plus now, as we like to call it.
Man, the size of that family, I'd be worried about marrying a cousin or something.
Randy, we are in 2025 here, and we are in the summer of 2025, and we are still talking about the bloodline. We are still talking about the bloodline formula still. And the bloodline formula has gone away a little bit recently, but unfortunately, it is going to find a way to insert itself into this match. And we are going to have the hope of Jacob Fatu retaining. But then we are going to insert not one, but two randomoos. And then Solo is going to retain the U.S. title. Spoiler alert, folks. Everybody knows that we've watched the match anyways. If we're here listening to me and Randy ramble about it at this point, you're not going to listen to us talk first and then watch the match second, right? But anyways, Randy, insert Randomoose. It's back. It never left, maybe, but maybe it had a way of hiding itself a little bit more. Shout out to Tonga Loa for actually throwing a move that works and not botching his return here. The fans in Riyadh were super hot for Tangaloa's reveal. When it was Tangaloa, they were like super excited. Big reaction for that. But unfortunately, and I heard about this before, like I knew that the guy was there. I didn't know if they were going to pull the trigger tonight, but Hikuleu has made his main roster appearance, and he is just referred to by Michael Cole as, "That's the brother. That's Tangaloa. That's Tamatonga.
He's a
That's the
Samoan.
brother."
He's part of the family. Yeah, I guess he doesn't get the whole Jacob Fatu value in names, correct?
So yeah, he had literally no idea who he was, but my God, this guy is absolutely huge. Choke slam that he threw there on that table didn't exactly look the greatest. I'll just throw that out there as well. It didn't really look that great. It didn't look as impactful as you would want it to be in a guy's debut. You probably would have wanted that table to break. I understand why I can't, but you probably would have wanted that table to break and then toss the guy back in the ring and have him finished off. Unfortunately, this brings an end to the first title reign here of Jacob Fatu, but I don't know about you, Randy. As soon as they were having him walk out to the match and they brought up the stat of 70 days as U.S. title holder, I knew he was losing it.
Yeah, I had a feeling too because of SummerSlam coming up and rumors. We might as well talk about it too. All these people coming to the ring and Solo gathering like an army behind them now. That only means one thing. Roman Reigns is back. Yes, the one. Roman Reigns is going to be back at SummerSlam.
And I think he's bringing one more person with him who's been rumored and talked about for a very long time and hanging around for a long time as well. You don't think so?
Zilla, you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's just too still green. But that's only my opinion. Folks, yell at me if you want. Just comment below. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the YouTubes at youtubes.com. But in turn, yeah, it's SummerSlam is coming up, and one side is pretty heavy. So I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns, Jacob, and probably Jimmy and Jay.
Jimmy and Jay as well.
And then on one side, and then you have the whole new family. It's like it's the whole new Godfather series coming and eliminating the old. Roman Reigns is going to be there for long, but yeah, it's sort of good though. It's like
you know what? It is good because WWE is somehow taking guys that have really not been like major threats in any other company, and they've made them a strong looking faction, and that's all they need to do. They just need them to be a faction. They don't need to split them up. Nobody thinks Tonga Loa is going to have a singles career in WWE, right? He's here for this and this alone, and probably same with guys like Hikuleo as well. He just needs to be able to move a little bit. Like when you have guys like that, Omos is on the main roster moving, very, very slow for years and years and years and years. I'm not saying he's great or anything. I'm not comparing it to. I'm not saying that's like your totem pole that you're trying to aim to achieve to go higher of, but
But Eric, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
it's going to be the old versus the new. Like again, nostalgia versus the old family. So when I say that, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Usos, Roman, and Jacob. I guess he's partially new if you really want to do it. But in turn, when are they going to let the newer blood win? And I'm not using it, for example, in the bloodline in the scenario. You can't always let the vets or the old nostalgia win all the time. Because Goldberg, like this is going to be his last year. You know what I mean? Roman Reigns is going to get old there too. Like there's only it's so old that you can stay doing this, and it becomes unbelievable. You have to let fresh blood win to get further sometimes, and I think
the reality
have to do it with this.
The reality of Roman Reigns going to Hollywood is now a reality. Like it's actually happened. He's been casted in Street Fighter to play Akuma, so he is going to Hollywood. He's going to be in more movies. He's not going to have the time to do the WWE schedule as much anymore. So yes, you can have Roman win and make all these guys look stupid and then disappear off to Hollywood for 6 months at a time. That just can't happen.
So. Yeah, new blood has to win in all storylines. I'm not just saying this, but if it's going to start, maybe it should start here.
Well, Randy, you know where it's going to start when we're talking about some new blood? It's going to start at the Queen of the Ring finals, brother. And that's the new blood of Asuka versus the new blood of Jade Cargill in all of her wonderful Power Ranger gear with her white eyelashes, which scare the absolute hell out of me. Ladies, if you're out there putting on these white eyelashes, please stop. I keep on thinking I have to come and help you get those feathers out of your eyes. And it scares me. Terrifies me.
Exactly. And the wigs too, man. Like nothing's real on anybody anymore. It's kind of scary. I don't know. I'm an older man. I don't need anybody. I'm not saying that. But man, if you go out there, it's like buying a car. You think you bought a brand new Corvette and you get in the seat and it's a Chevette from 1982. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to do this, man. People are naturally beautiful. I agree with you. Get rid of white eyelashes.
This is our shortest match of the night, folks, and really it is the one that you see a lot of people talking online about, kind of putting them to sleep. Unfortunately, we, again, know where this is going. There's no way Asuka is going to win this. You have to put it on Jade Cargill. Eventually, you're going to pull the trigger. She looks like $1 million, and in this match, being as short as it is as well, you also continue to protect her as she is still really learning a lot in the ring. But Randy, the one thing that you will definitely like about this match is that we're going to have no wardrobe malfunctions with Jade tonight. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be happening. And that is fantastic. Anyways, Asuka is throwing out all of her fun moves here. She's got her Asuka lock going in. Jade Cargill is just as strong as anybody can possibly be. Asuka goes for her flying bum attack, jumping bum attack, the Empress Impact loaded up, which is just like the perfect way for Cargill to reverse it. Very cleanly, may I add. Just drop her down a little bit, bring her back up, slam her into the Jade. It gets the pin, and she is going to the King of the Ring. The
Queen of the Ring, Michael, Queen. Don't get it confused, Michael.
Oh, okay. My apologies, folks. The Queen of the Ring is Jade Cargill. This is definitely the match that everybody doesn't really care for as much this night. And as far as the fans go, the quietest reaction of the night is for Jade Cargill. I think that the fans in Saudi Arabia, I don't know if they were super confused. When she arrived and she was walking in, you could hear them booing in the crowd. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but she's just not, they didn't really know who she was. That's the reaction that I got. She's far too new. Yep. They didn't get it. And even when she did her whole speech of like, she was doing like almost like an anti-bullying speech, but the way that she did it made it sound like she is a bully.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
She was bullied the hell out of Asuka in that match and then started saying like, don't let anybody tell you who you are and what you can do. But the crowd in Riyadh was just like, I don't know. I think that she was attempting to send a message to the women who were watching. But I don't know if it was caught. Anyway, she is going to SummerSlam, folks. And her wardrobe will 100% malfunction at that time.
Why am I not surprised? Surprise, surprise, surprise. Yes, Jade is your queen. We knew this was going to happen. Listen to Draw Straw Raw every Tuesday here on the Hub Sports Entertainment, and you can follow us on any podcasting platform. That's the Hub Sports Entertainment and Draw Straws Raw, where I'll deep dive into Jade Cargill's and my predictions for SummerSlam coming up this Tuesday. But yeah, you're gonna have to listen then. I'm not gonna tell you right now.
No, we're not.
It was definitely the worst match of the night.
It was 100%. Yeah, one banana.
Not that it was bad either. It was the worst match of the night.
2.25 bananas.
2.2. Do we give that? Yes. Oh, bananas rating. Yes, I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, definitely I'll do the next banana rating and the show rating too as well.
No, it's okay. We're bananas, but we're bananas for bananas.
I'm doing banana rating next one. Don't trust me.
And that's bananas. That, my friends, is
$20 out of me for 3 spins. But sorry, a different story. Sorry, my mind's it's hot in here, man. It's hot.
Oh man, it's hot town summer in the city, folks. Hot town summer in the city. Randy, as far as the female outfits of the 2 nights in Riyadh goes, if you have to take a winner, is it Jade Cargill's Power Ranger or is it Zelina Vega's I'm a Snake?
What? I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't catch that.
Is it Zelina Vega's I'm a Snake?
What kind of snake?
I'm a snake, a slithery snake.
We'll give it to Selena Vega for the impression. Definitely give it to Selena Vega. That's with your impression. That's a 4 banana rating on your impression. 4 out of 5 bananas on your.
There you go, ladies of WWE. Your outfits keep on kicking out of the park. Honestly, my favorite gear, and I have to go back to SmackDown for it, is Julia's because it wasn't black. And
Yeah, exactly.
it wasn't one single color. It was fun and it definitely matched her personality. Asuka, it didn't look like Asuka gear at all. Like Asuka, you're expecting tons of colors and fur and feathers and all this other crazy stuff. And we had the opportunity for it and they said no. Anyways, okay, quick little recap here of what might be the greatest feud of ruthless aggression history. It is John Cena versus CM Punk, 6 for 6 each. They are heading into this match. It is the world title match, folks. CM Punk versus John Cena. And spoiler alert, folks, this is Randy's favorite match of the year. Spoiler alert.
10,000%. And I'll tell you at the end of the match why.
Let's dive into it. Let's
You don't have to
dive
wait till
into it.
Tuesday.
Guys, the way that it goes here with John Cena recently, ever since John Cena returns, he's just going to move a little bit slower, a little bit more methodically. He's going to control the pace. And I want to shout out Wade Barrett for making this make sense to people who are watching at home and saying, whoa, John Cena's so boring and so slow and he's abysmal and he's horrible to watch. Wade Barrett just makes it very clear that he is absolutely controlling the pace here this entire match. And this is the way it is. But yes, numerous attitude adjustment attempts are broken up here. But CM Punk has really taken just a beating, just a clobbering for John Cena for most of this match. Punk is definitely on the defense and not on the offense. And again, the crowd in Riyadh is hot to trot for John Cena. They want to see John Cena win this match. Randy, WWE definitely had the opportunity here to do a double turn. They choose not to do so for what we see happening later on the night. But for all of the moments where you were saying things like John Cena has to turn face before he retires, why isn't this a match where you can explore it in Bizarro World, Saudi Arabia?
Because it is Night of Champions. That's the only other thing. It's like a pay-per-view in somewhere else. But
True.
But please just describe the match though, because I think they did do a lot of explaining in this match to me, and I'll explain the reason why at the end. I just want to see what you think of it fully first before I give my reasons. That's all.
Oh, I mean, what I think about the match is what I think about what we see from all of John Cena's matches since he's won the title. He's going to keep things slow. He's going to control the pace, and he's going to make it seem like there's absolutely no chance that somebody is going to beat him. But there's going to have those moments of hope, and Punk does a really good job with these moments of hope. He even throws out a shout out to his wife here at one point in the match, which looks like AJ Lee's Black Widow. Sorry. And like, it's a very good match between these two guys. Take it for what you want to take it before we have anything else, any other storytelling that comes into it. But it really looks like it's just going to happen the same way it always does. John Cena eventually is going to get tired, get annoyed, grab that title, and go to hit his opponent and just take the win and take the title home. But he chooses not to do so and throws that away, which allows for Seth Rollins' music to hit. Honestly, I want to shout out the crowd in Riyadh before, because maybe about 2 minutes before this happened, the crowd in Riyadh started singing Seth Rollins' music. And then Seth came out. And Seth, as we know, has famously made a three-way match before to cash in on the title. He has to get there into the ring. He's there with his thugs. I hate to complain about it, but I do want to say that when CM Punk was getting beat down by Braun and Bronson, there was certain moments where, I don't know if they had slipped, but the moves they were just hitting them, especially CM Punk going through the Saudi announce table, it looked like Punk maybe sandbagged or wasn't ready for it. but it looked like he barely left the ground and then slammed right through that table, got power bombed through that table, power bombed through the table in Saudi Arabia. I mean, anyways, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Randy's favorite also makes his way into this match here to save the day. It's Penta. He does a cute little walk down the ramp, takes his time to get there. It's definitely the classic meme. It's definitely the classic meme of Jeff Hardy dancing as his brother's getting beaten up.
Unbelievable. Punk just sitting there. I was screaming. I was literally screaming. Like, literally, your guy's getting beat up. You're coming down for the save, and he's doing the Crip walk or whatever, the Zero Mirror walk down the... yeah, keep going.
Yeah, he's doing the Razor Ramon Zero Miedo walk down the way, but he finally gets involved, and him and Braun Breaker are going at each other. Braun gets the upper hand. Cue Sami Zayn to run down and join the party. Sami Zayn and Braun go off to the side there of the ramp that goes to the ring where they continue their brawl. Just sets up the spacing for Penta to dive off of that ramp onto the two of them. Poor Sami Zayn, when he hits the ground, definitely hits the back of his head on that steel railing. Like 100% does so. Continues to take as many bumps as he possibly can, which leaves, an exposed John Cena there in the ring. He's about to get hit by a tsunami. Seth Rollins is ready to cash in. He is ready to cash in. The cash-in's gonna happen, Randy. It's almost guaranteed that this cash-in will happen because Seth Rollins now points to the upper ramp. And sorry, my bad. I did the timing wrong there. Bronson hadn't tried his splash attempt yet. But when Seth Rollins points to the upper ramp, and we get the classic dashing Charles Robinson and the 500-meter dash for his life, and that man makes it to the ring. Less gassed than Goldberg walking to the ring.
He made it there quicker than Penta's first step. That's all I gotta say. Yes, that was
there is a lot going on here, folks. There is a lot going on, but John Cena does not like the idea that Seth Rollins is going to try to cash in on him. And John Cena absolutely smokes the shit out of Charles Robinson as he's coming to the ring. And that guy flies almost as far as Adam Cole when Keith Lee knocked him into the NXT crowd. He just flies through the air, man. Flies through the air. Charles Robinson taking the bump of the year. Randy at this point is just going nuts watching all of this stuff happening. John Cena is not going to let this happen. You are not going to cash in on me. Is this the moment that John Cena turns face? Maybe. You never know. You never know. He gets rid of Seth Rollins. Him and CM Punk have a moment where they shake hands and hug each other in the ring. And the camera zooms back into John Cena and he gives us the chamber face. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the chamber face.
Amazing.
Attempted kick in the nuts. Blocked by CM Punk. Oh my God, Randy. It's just so much stuff going on. It's just absolutely crazy what's happening here in this match. Enough. Rollins finally gets in there because he attempts to hit a go to sleep, misses. Here comes Rollins with the briefcase, smashes Punk, screws him over. Gets pushed out of the ring by John Cena, who takes the win and retains as we fade to black in Saudi Arabia. Randy, for a second, I thought we were getting Punk and Cena versus Seth Rollins. Randy, a band of misfits? I don't know what you want to call them at this point. But hell of a match, 26 minutes, hell of a match.
100%. Now, hear me out, people. This is going to be long-winded, just like Eric B was just long-winded there, which is absolutely fine because he hit pretty much everything in that match to a T. Hear me out. This is match of the year 2025. I'll explain. Now, people don't get mad at me, folks, and if you are going to be mad at me, please comment below. Please comment below on the draws, like the YouTubes, or youtube.com @drawsdrawsraw if you want, or
yes,
Spotify, Podbean, whatever it may be. But in turn, hear me out. People, if you haven't watched wrestling before 2006, matches are slow. 1980, 1990, 1970s, Big John Studd would just walk around and push people over and walk around and do certain things.
2-hour-long matches, dude. Those were like 2-hour-long matches when you look at the old wrestling, professional wrestling days.
But it was really slow. There's reasons for it. And you're right. This was the 6-6. This was the tiebreaker match between them. And they did tell the story. I enjoy it. You know why? Because you get the crowd involved, you get the people involved, you get everybody involved with it going a little slow, right? And I'm not talking, Penta, don't go out there and be slow like this, because no, you don't have the personality or anything to follow this. This is not you. This is John Cena and CM Punk that have a history together. And don't give me, never mind. We'll talk about Penta in a second. But in turn, the beginning of it was great. You've seen it. Yes, you've seen the classic 5 Moves of Doom by John Cena. You see CM Punk doing his classic stuff too, but slow. It was fine. Don't get me wrong. The reversals, the finisher attempts, everything else were slow. They were a little sloppy. They were a little clunky. It was fine though. And then it picked up a little. It picked up. It got a little quicker. Stuff started to happen. The finishers got tighter. They got cleaner, closer, together, everything. Elbow drops were being thrown. Everything picked up just a tad. Cena goes through a psychological story through himself. He's hearing the crowd chant his name. Is he going to do the good or bad thing? Is he going to throw a belt shot at CM Punk? He decides not to. Now, there is a reason for this, folks, because John Cena is the man that cannot be seen. John Cena is the man that can think 10 steps ahead. He knew that Seth Rollins was going to come out and try to cash in the belt. He knew that Charles Robinson was going to be there too. Don't get me wrong, I get it. It's a rigged sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. But no, that has no dealing with this. It picked up. The story was being told. You've seen finishers trying to be done. You've seen finishers being done. People kicking out. John Cena kicking out. CM Punk kicking out. I think there was like 3 attitude adjustments. There was a STFs being placed. Go to sleeps, everything. Then it got a little weird. Seth Rollins coming out. Like Seth Rollins coming out. Everybody got it. I knew this was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. The story breakdown of years gone past. Trust me, Wade Barrett and Michael Cole set it up that way. Again, think of everything I'm explaining. There's a whole bunch of stories going on while a match is happening. That's why we love wrestling, folks. And that's why we are talking about it. John Cena again throwing, everybody's saying he's going to turn face. Oh my God, is this the point where is he going to be switch sides, so on and so forth? No, the hug and the smile brings me back to a place where me and my buddy Eric B were at Elimination Chamber, where he gave that look to The Rock. Well, guess what? This time he gave it to us. And he was like, hell no, not yet. You guys know nothing. Right? And wins the match. Now, Seth Rollins' interference, I get it. It was great. Braun Breaker, slow down just a tad, man. Poor guy. Braun Breaker is so, and I love it to death, because I know I said at the beginning of the match, I like being slow and then picking up. But Braun Breaker, man, you have one speed, and that speed is like 6th gear. I just slowed it down a tad, because I don't even think people can keep up with you. When Penta came out, I don't know if you've seen it, when Penta came out and Braun raced down. Mm-hmm. Braun made it down to the beginning of the stage before Penta did the 5 freaking steps. And I think it threw everything off. And then you had Cobb there sitting on the ring, looking down the ramp as Braun's doing things for like 3.5 minutes. JC there. You had plenty of time to go up on the rope and do your tsunami about...
Bronson?
Sorry? Oh, Bronson. Yeah, sorry, Bronson Reed. Yeah, sorry, Bronson. You had about 129 tsunamis you could have done in that period of time while he was just lying there. You know what I mean?
Because they're waiting for Penta the whole time.
Exactly.
They're just waiting for Penta the whole goddamn time.
Exactly. Freaking Penta.
It's the only time he's been to Saudi Arabia in his life, and he was going to make sure he made the best of it.
Right. So let's go back to the match. John Cena winning the match and CM Punk lying there. Eric B, I don't think you got this as well. Even after the credits were rolled and everything, and they kept the camera on the ring, and CM Punk was lying there. He was just lying in the ring or just sitting there doing his like little 6-minute things that he did before. But back to the match. John Cena is going to SummerSlam. CM Punk got screwed over. CM Punk is losing this battle so far. Seth Rollins did it to CM Punk. This whole match, the story and everything above it was great. I enjoyed it tremendously. I give this match a... Because of the Penta, I'm going to... Hang on. Let me do the calculations. Minus the Penta. I give it a 4.78 banana. A 4.78 banana. A highest ranked match of the year by me. Just because of the full story. And it was at Night of Champions, believe it or not. And I was at Elimination Chamber. But we didn't rank those matches, so guess what? It doesn't count because I didn't rank this, but I'm ranking this, so this counts. But I enjoyed this match tremendously.
Elimination Chamber, that match gets 5 bananas. Undisputed. Because we were there. That's it, right?
We were there.
That's it. Anyways, guys, wow. That was a nice little PLE.
1 second. Yeah, no, it was nice PLE. It says error, boobs, across my calculator. Sorry, boobies.
Yes,
boobies.
There you go, folks. Night of Champions. It was our Day of Champions, whatever you want to call it. Night after Champions, whatever you would like to refer it as. It was good. It was fun. And I think that the entire SmackDown and Night of Champions and their trip to Saudi Arabia is another huge success. And to see all of our talent come home safe and happy is going to be incredible as well. Going to be absolutely incredible as well. And it's nice to see that things have worked out the way that we want to see them work out in the world, which is peacefully and let people enjoy their entertainment. Let people enjoy their entertainment, because if we don't have this moment where we can step away from reality for 3 hours, then a lot of people have nothing. So good job, WWE. Jolly good show. And if you guys wanted to go ahead and follow us on the YouTubes, go ahead and do so. Like Randy mentioned earlier, we are Draw Straws Raw. You can follow us. We throw up shorts all the time. We throw up our episodes. You can ask us questions there. And you can check me out at Wrestling with Eric, and that's without a G in the wrestling, on Instagram. Randy, if people wanted to go ahead and do the same to you, send you a message, follow you, or anything like that, how do they do so?
We're on Twitter. We're on the X at The Hub Sports Ent. That's The Hub Sports Entertainment Ent when I say ENT. You can definitely follow us there. Follow us on Spotify. We're on all podcasting platforms at The Hub Sports Entertainment. Go follow the SmackDaddies or go to their website, smackdaddies.ca. Go follow Sean and Ashley from the Dynamite Drop. They took the week off this week, and they deserve it because it is summer and people definitely need weeks off. But the Dynamite Drop on Twitter and Instagram. Follow our YouTubes here at Draw Straws Raw, like Eric said, and just comment, like, subscribe. I'm getting a lot of DMs now on the Facebooks. On the Facebook, we are at The Hub Sports Entertainment. Just don't DM me really weird stuff. Like if somebody DM me a brown banana, like you know when a banana was left out. Yeah. Somebody did that, and when I find out who that is, Boris, I think we should. But no, I don't know. Just don't do that, please.
It's blasphemy. That is blasphemous, and we don't like blasphemy around here.
No.
And that's just the way it is. But guys, thank you so much for listening to me and Randy as we ramble here about Night of Champions. Great time as always. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. And until the next time you hear me and Rand here on the network, please take care of yourselves and each other and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Liv Morgan had her surgery and she's doing okay. She is on the mend to heal.
Yay.
Laugh continuously daily. Like I laugh at Eric every single day. And love wrestling. Like I love Eric too.
Deuces! Deuces!
Now you just blinded by fear, but the